Hello everyone, this video covers part 2 on how to use the West Coast RC Works pan car servo setup system. Now part 1 I showed you how to align the servo perfectly center to the main chassis. Now this part will talk about setting up the servo saver so it is perfectly set up. So you'll have a correct left to right swing from the servo saver. All right, so I've gone ahead and mounted the jig here, I guess you would call it, this other datum that you would use for measuring. I've basically put the servo saver onto the servo. The steering trim is set at 0, and this is the best position I can get with the plastic servo spline that mounts onto the actual servo spline itself. Now, as you can see, this actually highlights that there's a bit of an angle going on, even though the trim rate is set at 0. So what you need to do is you need to go and adjust the servo via using the sub trim. Now, as you can see here, the sub trim will adjust the trim rate, but this won't actually affect the value of the main trim rate. So this is kind of like where you make your fine adjustments here. Now, let's see where we can get. Let's say around sub trim right 8. That looks fairly good. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my digital caliper, or you can even take a straight edge and simply set it up so the surface makes contact with the edges here. Now what you want to do is just adjust the trim rate accordingly in order for the surface here to be perfectly square with whichever tool that you're using to measure the side. Okay, that's pretty much it. And once you've got the trim rate set, you should be perfectly fine and good to go. Just one little tip, you just want to make sure that this block here is perfectly centered and you're good to go. So yeah, quick and easy, and now you'll have a perfect steering setup for your 112 scale car. All right, bye-bye.